Welcome to the 2015 Rally America National Championship, combining some of the world's best drivers on some of the toughest stage roads in North America. Through 8 rounds of racing spanning coast to coast across the United States, through mud, snow, dust, and forest, one radio show is there covering all the action. This is Rally America Radio. Welcome to Rally America Radio from round 2 of the Rally America National Championship here at the 100 Acre Wood Rally. We are currently at the Parc Expose, getting ready to kick off all the events for the second round of the Rally America National Championship. Lots of teams starting to roll in here. We're going to have Parc Expose in a few minutes where the fans get a chance to get up close and personal with the drivers. And I got to tell you, lots of storylines going on right now. Obviously, the weather, as you know, has been pretty bad in Missouri up to this point. Normally this is a gravel rally, run with dry stage roads. Last year temps, I believe, in the 60s. This year, quite a bit different. Lots of different storylines happening with the weather. Some of the stages, as you've seen from some of the pictures online, lots of ice. We've got potential for snow coming in tomorrow. Could drastically affect the conditions of the rally. Tire choice up in the air at this point. And I got to tell you, a lot of these teams not really sure what they're going to do as far as tires go, especially with the weather rolling in tomorrow. We've got a few stages on tap today. We're kicking things off with the Super Special, and we will definitely have play-by-play coverage live here on Rally America Radio from the Super Special later on today. And also for you fans tuning in, we've got, and you are here on ground in Missouri at the 100 Acre Wood Rally. We're running a first ever Rally America scavenger hunt. So head over to the Rally America social media, find out all the information on how to get involved in that. Some great prizes we're going to be giving away, all courtesy of Subaru of America. And I got to thank Subaru for the sponsor of this episode of Rally America Radio. And speaking of Subaru, David Higgins obviously launching a brand new 2015 Subaru WRX STI at the Snowdrift Rally. Now he changes it up a bit here at 100 Acre Wood and put a wide body kit on that car, different livery. We're going to try and catch up with David a little bit and see what kind of modifications they did to that car in between Snowdrift and the 100 Acre Wood Rally. Also, Nick Roberts debuting a brand new car here at 100 Acre Wood. So we're going to catch up with Nick and try and find out the details on this all-new rocket that he's built for Rally America competition in the super production class. Lots of great drivers on tap, a packed entry list here at the 100 Acre Wood Rally, and it's going to be interesting to see how some of these storylines, specifically with the weather, come into play later on today. But right now, we're going to try and catch up with some of these drivers and see what they have to say about this course as they go into the Super Special to kick things off here on the second event in the 2015 Rally American National Championship calendar here at the 100 Acre Wood Rally. All right, we're catching up here with Adam Yeoman. How's everything going, Adam? I know Snowdrift not ending the way you wanted. Here we are, round 2, 100 Acre Wood. I know, the snow didn't favor you too well up there. You got to be looking forward to this rally.
Yeah, we came down here, did 3 beautiful days of gravel testing just north of here, and unfortunately we're down here in the Salem area, and there's ice all over the stages, so not exactly what we had hoped for, but it's the same for everybody, so just got to take it as it comes, get out there, and see what the stages actually look like today, and attack as hard as we can.
Yeah, talking about that, I know a lot of drivers saying tire choice is kind of up in the air at this point. You guys have a game plan, or kind of see how it comes the first few stages?
With conditions like they are, everything is a compromise. There's gravel sections where you're going to be slower on either the ice or the snow tire. The gravel tire would obviously be the best there, but there's ice sections where they just don't work at all. And so, we have a game plan. We're going to take it easy on the first loop, try and write some notes for the second loop, and pick a better tire, hopefully, and try and set some better times this evening.
Well, and I know, obviously Snowdrift not ending the way you wanted. I know you said you'd be here at this one. Got some of the problems that plagued you at Snowdrift out of the way?
Yeah, it's been a busy couple weeks for the guys. Managed to diagnose the engine right away and figure out exactly what went wrong with that. And so we've got a fix in the engine. Did 3 solid days of testing, and everything looked fine. And so, fingers crossed, it should be all fixed and ready to survive the entire rally. And really, it's just the conditions we have to contend with. That's the big thing, and I'm sure the big talking point today. So, we'll get through that, and hopefully have a great rally.
Well, and I know, obviously open class. We've got Higgins back. You're back. David Sterks, I know, running under the FY banner this round, I believe. But, Brent and Kelly, you guys have a pretty stacked field, in the open class this go-around.
Yeah, it's cool that the numbers are kind of back to where they should be for this round. Snowdrift was pretty light all through the field, and so it's great to see so many cars entered, so many open-class cars, and some really great competition. David Sturks is super fast. We're happy to have him under the FY banner. So, yeah, it's going to be a good little day between, Higgins, myself, and Sturks. It should be fun.
All right. Well, thanks, and good luck out there on the stages.
Cool. Thanks so much.
All right. We're catching up here with Nick Roberts. Tell us about this new car, Nick. I know that's the big news coming from Snowdrift to 100 Acre Wood. Everybody wanted to know about Nick's new car. So, give us a lowdown on the hot rod.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really excited about this car. First of all, because we brought in a homologated cage, we're able to get a lot of weight out of the car. I think we've shed about probably 300-400 pounds out of the car. The goal with this car is just lowering the center of gravity as much as possible. So with the lighter weight cage, we're helping to bring that weight lower. And then because the car's underweight, we can add more weight down really low to help lower that center of gravity. Plus, with the new cage, the main hoop's further back. So I'm actually able to sit about 6 inches further back in the car. The pedals I've got more room with the pedals, so my legs have got more room. And we made some nice adjustments so I can get that seat further back and further down. So it's just a better feel in the car, so I'm excited about it.
Well, it sounds like this is the car you've always wanted to build almost, and you finally able to do it, right?
Well, yeah, it's like every car I learn this and I learn that. We try this and we try that, and so like each car keeps getting better and better. So this is like my 1.3, I refer to it as. It's it's our third version, and I'm happy with it. And I think we figured out a way to run the stock pistons without having issues with them, and so that's big and exciting. So that helps us actually run a lighter weight in the car. There's a weight penalty for having the aftermarket pistons in the car. So because we've hopefully figured that out, the car will be lighter yet and lighter than the competition. So that just gives us another competitive advantage.
Well, and talk about this rally because, obviously we thought we left the snow behind at Snowdrift, and here we are standing at Parc Expose, and there's a little bit of snow on the ground. I know some of the stages out there we've heard are gravel, some are ice. I know some snow's potentially coming in tomorrow. I mean, how does this affect game plan for this rally? Because traditionally it's been a gravel rally.
Yeah, traditionally it's just, you just hang it out there and you just go for it. I mean, you commit to the notes and it's flat out gravel, it's fast, it's one of the fastest events of the season, and it's got to be one of my favorite. I mean, the roads are just beautiful here. Adding the snow and ice definitely kind of puts a kink in that, so we just had to work really hard at recce. I mean, today for these loops of stages, I'm expecting about 47% gravel, 53% ice, so it's close enough to 50-50. But, running ice tires on gravel, it's going to be a little bit of an experiment to see if we can make these ice tires not, totally just fall apart on us on the gravel.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess we'll see how things play out, and we'll catch up with you at the first service park.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Nick. All right. We are here with Steve LaRosa, desert racer turned stage rally guy. How's everything going, Steve?
So far it's going great. We showed up early this week to Potosi, did a full day of testing out at Bison Ranch, and got everything dialed on the R2. This race we're driving the R2. Next race I'm in the ST Turbo for the rest of the year, so should be good.
Yeah. Well, kind of talk about the changeover. Because I know last year you toyed with some stage rally, and you got bit by the bug, right?
Oh, very much so. And unfortunately, we did pretty well in the stage rallies we did, so that really helps the bug bite you, and it's a lot of fun. It's a different change, being in the desert since about 2000. So it's just a fun little change, and still do some desert races, but going to do this full time now.
Well, and talk about the conditions here. I know, we were talking, Snowdrift. You weren't there. You wanted to kind of avoid the snow, and here we are. And I guess we've got some gravel, but we got a whole lot of ice and snow too.
Yeah, we've got very, very little gravel, but a lot of ice and snow. And the gravel that we do have is primarily tomorrow, and it's probably going to be covered up by the time we get there, from what we hear on the weather report. But that's okay. Everybody's got to do it, so it'll be fun.
Well, and, talk a little bit about the platform. Obviously, Fiesta R2, you're running, we've seen those take top 5 overalls, I believe even a overall podium, in Rally America. So definitely a capable platform. Got to have you excited, especially moving into the ST later on this year.
Super excited. The R2 that we're in right now is just a really, really good, reliable, and really fast car for what they are. And then moving over to the ST, coming off the EcoBoost in the race truck to the ST with the EcoBoost in it, it's going to be a lot of fun. A few similarities. The big difference is the front wheel, rear wheel, but everything else is kind of similar. Just getting used to front wheel drive and where to brake and how to accelerate.
All right, well, I guess Team O'Neill, they're going to get you dialed in, right?
Oh, yeah, they will. There's going to be a lot of Tim said last night there's going to be a lot of going hot in the midweeks this fall or winter, so it'll be good.
All right, well, thanks, Steve, and good luck out there, and we'll catch up with you at the first service park.
Right on. Thanks, Jim. Good seeing you out here.
All right, we're here with Andrew Comrie and Picard. How's everything going, ACP?
It's awesome. Things are awesome. We're all just kind of staring down the weather and the roads and just trying to guess what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, it's got to be exciting for you. I know, obviously, not out at Snowdrift. You're here at 100 Acre Wood. This is kind of one of the marquee events on the calendar. Got to be exciting to be out here.
Yeah, I really love this event. I love the area, I love the people around here, and I love the roads. We've really had good fun out here. We've had a lot of successes. We won the event in two-wheel drive last year, and that set us off to win the championship last year for Ford Performance and Team O'Neill. So we're glad to be back. Sorry we had to miss Snowdrift. It broke a run of 17 straight national podiums, but we're back. We're back, and we're gonna give her.
Yeah. Well, talk about coming into play this traditionally gravel rally. Mix of ice, snow, gravel. You've got it all coming at you this weekend.
Yeah, and the great thing is that's the challenge. I mean, we've been doing this a long time. I'm in year 15 or something, so it's difficult. It's really hard, but it's hard for everybody. And the good thing is, being a little more experienced, maybe we have another trick or two up our sleeves that maybe not everybody does. We're very accustomed at this rally to there being like gravel and then getting a dump of snow, say on Saturday, or 2 years ago it started to ice storm today. But what we're not used to is the ground being frozen with frozen ice on top of that and maybe a little snow on top of that, and then some gravel poking through like sandpaper gravel. So the funny thing there is the incredible difference in traction you get. When you get the sandpaper gravel coming through, you have fantastic traction, but then you can go right into a patch of ice and have nothing. So you can go into a corner and think, hey, maybe this corner is going to be okay, and then suddenly you hit a patch of ice on the exit. The other problem is if you choose a tire that's soft enough to be working well on the ice, you'll burn it up really fast when you're on that sandpaper gravel. So it's a real challenge.
Yeah, definitely a toss-up as far as tire choice goes, and guess you'll have to feel it out the first few stages, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be looking down the road trying to unlock its secrets on every corner. We added to our notes, from reconnaissance to some of the corners where the slippy or the grippy bits were. But that's the challenge of rallying. That's why we do it. It's real cars, real roads, real fast, and that's what we're going to do today.
Well, can you tell us a little bit? Obviously you missed Snowdrift. You're here at 100 Acre Wood. Kind of bring us into the plans a little bit on 2015, or do you even know at this point?
Well, we're taking it on a case-by-case or an event-by-event basis. Ford Performance is focusing on a variety of things this year, and sometimes it's going to be rallying, but it might not always be. So we were happy to run the whole season last year and win it with a couple of events left. Now we just know we're at this event, and we'll see going forward. We have a couple of things up our sleeve, but we'll see how it pans out. So watch this space.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks, and good luck. We'll catch up with you at the first service park.
Great, thanks very much. Good to talk to you guys.
All right, we're catching up with David Sterks, open class racer here, making his 2015 debut in Rally America. How's everything going?
Well, everything is going well. I avoid snowdrift to avoid the ice, so that was not it was not a good start to be here today, but it's okay. We will try to do our best. We don't have ice tires, so that's my concern. So we're gonna run on AOs, which is probably not the best for the ice, but maybe we're going to get some time on the other side part of the stage, so we'll see, maybe.
Yep. Well, and it definitely makes tire choice pretty tough at this event, specifically with the mix of gravel and ice and snow, and it basically makes it a toss-up, right?
Yeah, it's really hard because even yesterday during the recce, we scared ourselves a couple of times driving at 30 miles an hour, and so coming today maybe at 80 or 100, it's gonna be something. So we will see. We're gonna be. I don't want to break the car, so I'm gonna be cautious and try to finish the rally.
Yeah, well, and you guys definitely have a pretty solid open class, obviously with Higgins and and Yeoman and yourself and Brent and Kelly. Pretty stacked open class field.
Yeah, it's really good. It's nice that we have some good cars and. Higgins, he's in a different world, a different planet. But if we can keep a good rhythm and improve our gap between him, it will be already a good thing.
All right. Well, good luck out there, and we'll catch up with you at First Service Park.
Thank you.
All right, we're catching up here with David Higgins, and I got to tell you, David, car looking a little different than it did a couple of weeks ago at Snowdrift.
Yeah, she's been to the gym and put on a bit of muscle, I think. So the car looks absolutely awesome, and we had an absolute brilliant test on Tuesday and Wednesday this week. pure gravel, dusty, and the conditions that we're really hoping for here. But now we've done the recce, you can see the roads now. They're nothing like that. It's going to be a real mixed bag of bit of gravel, bit of ice, bit of snow, and it's going to be pretty hard to make the tyres last, really. So it's going to be a bit of a clever game to this rally, trying to see who can preserve the tyres on the where you've got the grip, and to make sure you've got something when you get onto the slick stuff. So it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, in this rally in particular, being that it's normally gravel, and I know a lot of the stages take a lot of commitment. It's definitely got to be a toss-up. This one with the ice and mix of gravel and snow, and I hear some weather possibly coming in tonight.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing is that there's in this first group of stages we're going to do, there's 2 stages where you could really take a gravel tyre and get through it with no problem. But then the other problem is the other 2 stages, there's no way you'd make it through on a gravel tyre. So we're probably going to have to take a little bit of back off the pace more for the gravel stages and save our tyres when we get on the ice. So it's going to be a tough one. But somebody could take a different tyre, and it's going to be a bit like Monte Carlo. I think you'll see some big spikes in times. People gaining a lot of time, losing some time. So I think it'll make for an interesting rally, but it's not going to be so exciting for us as drivers, because at least with snowdrift you've always got very little grip, but here we're going to go from having normal gravel conditions to absolutely nothing. So it's going to be a tough one for sure.
Yeah, definitely a toss-up, and I know got a few more open class entries, so it should make for an exciting rally.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, the big open class entry we were hoping to have here is really a disappointment that they haven't shown up, but it's it's going to be good now. David Sterricks has always been quite quick on the snow and ice, even though he doesn't actually like it. So, and Adam's always pushing harder and developing things. So it's going to be a good rally for sure. And, even in these conditions as well, it brings the SP cars right back into play, because it's not a rally about power and performance. It's all about just getting on the right tyre and staying out of trouble, really. And, I can imagine the SP cars will be right up there as well.
All right, well, good luck, and beautiful-looking car, and look forward to seeing that out on the stages.
And look out for that good flag there as well.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot, David. All right, we are wrapping things up here from Day 1 Parc Expose at the 2015 Rally America Round 2, the 100 Acre Wood Rally. And I got to tell you, man, from the looks of Parc Expose, tire choice. That is the name of the game here. Mix of gravel, ice, snow, weather coming in. Drivers a little confused about tire choice. Obviously, it's definitely going to play a role in what happens out there in the first few stages. I'm sure a lot of drivers will hit the nail on the head, and you'll definitely see by the times others may struggle. But I got to tell you that new 2015 STI of David Higgins with the wide body on there now and the new livery, absolutely beautiful car. Looking forward to seeing him push. Obviously, as David just mentioned, we've got David Sterricks out there as well. Does really well on the snow and ice, even though he doesn't actually prefer it. Open class, great shootout going there. ACP, he is just a wizard as far as tire choice goes and conditions. Definitely looking for him to push through to the front, even though he is in a 2-wheel drive entry. Also, that new car, Nick Roberts. Let's see how that works out on the stages. I know he should have that thing dialed, and lots of test time on it already. I know it is a new car, but sounds like Nick has done his testing and done his homework. Lots of storylines going on today, but got to thank Subaru of America for sponsoring this segment of Rally America Radio. Definitely check them out on the web and their social media feeds throughout the weekend. They'll be posting up things. They are the sponsor of this segment of Rally America Radio. And don't forget, we've got that social media contest going on for you fans that are here in attendance at the 100 Acre Wood Rally. We're doing a scavenger hunt, so be on the lookout. Try and find those things, and check out the Rally America social media feed for all the details on how to get in on the scavenger hunt. Next up, we'll be airing live. That's right, live. It's going to be live play-by-play coverage from the 100 Acre Wood Super Special here on Day 1. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be back at you. This is Jim Beaver reporting in for Rally America Radio at the 100 Acre Wood.
The Subaru WRX and WRX STI, a 268 horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine, rockets the WRX around corners and down straightaways. A race-ready 305 horsepower turbocharged Subaru Boxer engine keeps the WRX STI a rally legend. The Subaru WRX and WRX STI, it's not a sibling rivalry, it's a tag team. Get the latest from Subaru Rally Team USA at Subaru.com/rally.